Greetings. Elder Blacklight. Today's video is going to be entitled The Bookworm Always Nourishes the Truth from the Root. I repeat, the bookworm always nourishes the truth from the root, and the early bird catches the worm to feed himself and family and community. Yesterday, I was showing you some of the expensive books where some books were located. Well, a lot of books was located, and that was in the library, the Vatican Library. Some books are located in the Library of Congress. The book I showed you, the book that I was highlighting was from Harry Potter's author. And in that book, the reason why Harry Potter is such a hit, it was using witchcraft. And some more little signs in that book that the elite devil worshippers, Illuminati, what they worship in that book. Now, 2020 is coming up. Sharpen your vision so you can hit that bullseye. You got to have 2020 vision and beyond. The brotherhood of truth is what I'm trying to establish with some of my subscribers. The brotherhood of truth is one in God is light. In God's light. And the black man's fight is not for spoils or gain, but to establish righteousness on earth. Righteousness is established from truth. If the enemy treacherously breaks faith, denounces his treaty, but gives time and denounces his treaty, but give time before declarations of war. Yet, this goes to the Moors, the Native Americans, and the black man. It is established, if you don't know by now, that the Caucasian is our enemy. All of a sudden, he gives you his woman, the white woman, is always in your corner, and he don't mind it. Uh, it was mentioned in some of the campaign contenders of the presidency coming up, that reparation, they want to try to give the black people reparation. Now look here, Donald Trump already said that the elections have been tampered with in many ways than one. Some of the election sites, voting mechanisms have been tampered with. They're saying that the Russians had a hand in it. But that ain't what I'm really, I don't want to talk about the elections. That's not what I'm doing. I'm setting it up. I started off with the books. The reason why, I'm telling you about the books of the Vatican, and those books they say that were destroyed in the Library of Alexandria, is because I want to read something from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad to you. This is from the Theology of Time. If you notice, that's a atom. You might not can't see it. This is from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It says, the beginning of the white man was the beginning of a murder. We are up from slavery with the white man's teachings and education. We think that he has the know-how of everything. He does not have the know-how in his world, but he does have the know-how of our world. Our world was first, and it will be the last, if there is to be a last. Yaqub was the God of his people, and he made gods out of them. As the Jesus teaches you, they are the gods of this world. Anything they want, they don't get it. They don't get on their knees and pray for it. They make it. They make it for you and me. Anything that this civilization needs, it produces it. This is what you call God, like power. He can produce for the people their desires and materials. And we have stopped producing for ourselves. In our old culture, let's go back to Kemet when we was building pyramids and having agriculture, doing all that for ourselves. In that period, we were the gods. I mean, we still are gods now, but we have amnesia. Now, you remember, just reading back again, you remember when you were a little boy, 50 and 75 years old brothers, you didn't see all of this scientific achievement for the planning of the civilization as you see it now. Stop right there. Now this is what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about these debates that are being presented by Sinetta, Young Pharaoh, Seti, and some other brothers on YouTube. See these young minds coming up, the millennium, Generation X, whatever they give them, give them some kind of name to indicate uh, the times that we're living in. There's a lot of confusion in some of these organizations, but we're going to set the record straight by using what they call common sense. See, common sense ain't so common no more. So we're going to reestablish what they really want to say, what I really want to say. I don't want to call it common sense. I want to call it mother wit. Mother wit. That's what our foreparents used to use, our mothers and fathers used to use back in the day. Mother wit. It's not hard to figure these things out. So it's going to be a debate tonight by Sonetta. I know y'all going to tune in. But check me out also. And we want you to pay attention to some of these series because it's going to help you out in the long run. I'm a brother that want to see my people back on top, because I'm nothing without my people. I got to have some backup. You got to have some backup. We got to have each other's back because hard times is coming. Tricky times is coming. Can't be a sucker like we've been being. You can't fall for every trick in the book. Some tricks are going to be old but disguised in new clothing. This is Black Light saying catch this vibe.